Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Luca Rush, and earlier today, Treyarch tweeted out something amazing, and they said that the M1911 was going to be coming back to zombies in a couple of weeks. Now, a couple of weeks is pretty vague. That could be anywhere from 2 weeks to like 5 or 6 weeks, so I want to narrow it down for you guys to where it will most likely be released. So as most of you guys probably know that are watching this video, you know that Zombies Chronicles came out on May 16th on the PS4, and it comes out a month later on Xbox. So I think that the M1911 will be added to Zombies Chronicles when it is released on the Xbox One. Because in my mind at least, this makes a lot of sense, because that is a couple of weeks from now, and it would make sense because then that does give Xbox players something that they can say, oh, you know, PS4 players didn't get it first, and it makes them feel a little bit special. It would also make sense for Activision because they're trying to hype up World War II right now, and E3 is right around the corner. It's in about 8 days, and they know that they have to have some sort of hype going into World War II and E3, so they don't want Black Ops 3 to be hogging the whole spotlight. So if they released it about a week from now, it wouldn't make very much sense for Activision, because what that does is it keeps players going back to Black Ops 3 instead of looking forward to World War II, which is what they really want right now. But as far as the date is concerned, when the M1911 will be added back, it'll either be June 16th, which is a Friday, or it'll be June 20th, depending on when they actually release it for the Xbox One. I'm not sure if they're going to release it on a Friday, or if they're actually going to wait and do it on a Tuesday, which is the 20th. I'm not sure. That just depends on what Treyarch and Activision want to do. But this brings up an entirely different conversation of, will the M1911 only be in Zombies Chronicles maps, or will it be added into Black Ops 3 as an entirety, and how are they going to implement it? Now, a few of the likely ways that Treyarch is going to add the M1911 into Zombies is that they'll probably only add it for people that actually bought Zombies Chronicles, and I'm not sure whether it'll be in all the maps where you could play it in Shadows of Evil, or whether it'll only be in the actual Zombies Chronicles maps, but they're definitely not going to make it available for everybody because of the fact that it wouldn't give people an incentive to buy Zombies Chronicles if they weren't going to already. And what'll most likely happen with that is you might have to complete all the Easter eggs. I feel like that's something that Treyarch would do, kind of like they did with the RK5, where you have to do every single one of the Easter eggs, including the Zombies Chronicles ones, which would make it really, really worth it in my opinion, because then that gets people doing your Easter eggs, and that gets people talking about your game again. One thing that Treyarch could do, and I really feel like they would actually do this one, is that they make you actually do all of the Easter eggs, including the Zombies Chronicles ones, because what that would do is that would make people buy Zombies Chronicles that didn't have it already, and then that would make people actually play your maps and do all of your Easter eggs, and that progresses the story, and it makes sure that everyone is playing all the maps, and it makes sure that everyone is in some shape or form familiar with your story. Something else they could do is they could make it a little bit of a side quest Easter egg that's added into all the maps, and it's different on every single one, kind of like Samantha's Lullaby, where it's probably 1 or 2 steps, it's not too hard, and then it'll become a wall buy. I think that's another likely scenario, to be honest with you, because that's something that Treyarch really likes doing, is adding in little small Easter eggs that make it a little bit harder for you to get something that you want, but not too difficult. And the last and least likely scenario, in my mind at least, is that Treyarch could just add it in and make it so you could equip it over the MR6, but I don't really think it's going to happen because it's Treyarch, let's be honest with ourselves here, and they wouldn't make it that easy for us. They really do like putting us on a wild goose chase a little bit. They like us having figured it out on our own. But this is all just one man's opinion. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. When do you guys think they're going to add it into Zombies specifically? Like, I want to hear some dates. How do you think they're going to add it? Do you think we're going to have to go for an Easter egg? Do you think they're just going to equip it really easily and they're going to make it super easy for us to actually get it? Please tell me in the comments. While you're down there, I'd appreciate a like. Subscribe if you guys are new around here. Turn notifications on because I love you. Anyway, I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.